for Kids is a movement inspired by my first book, No More Traumedy. This book is for children to teach them how to face their feelings, acknowledge them, and share them. Not only share them, but overcome stress, anxiety, and depression. Now, save this date right here, Sunday, September 22nd. I am having a health and wellness expo in Rahway, New Jersey. It's going to be amazing. First of all, if you have a child that's going from the 6th grade to 7th grade, they're welcome. Actually, all students are welcome. And the purpose of this event is to teach adults, children, everyone that it's very important to cater to your health and your wellness. Now, let me tell you how this is going down, okay? First of all, there's going to be food trucks. I don't know about you, but I love to eat. There's going to be various food trucks. It's at the Rahway Rec Center, so there's going to be plenty of space. Now, we also have vendors. If you are a vendor and you have some type of product that can help the children, help the adults, you are welcome. We're going to have 20 vendors inside the gymnasium. The gymnasium is huge. So when you first come, you can check out the vendors. And then we're starting at 12 o'clock sharp. But like I said, the doors open at 11:30. And we're going to have a specialty section just for the Rahway students, because I had a program this past year for the 6th graders, and we're going to give them a little special section just for them so that they can mix and mingle with the new 7th graders. And then we have special breakout rooms for these students. There's going to be 5 separate breakout rooms. Example, one of them is going to be yoga, poses, and breath work, because this can teach children how to express themselves, how to calm themselves down when they get mad. We have another person doing karate. And the purpose of this event, as I mentioned, is to teach children that when you get mad, angry, upset, that you don't have to just keep all those feelings in or express them by yelling and screaming and fighting, but by helpful ways. Now, the cool part about this event that makes it great for everyone is there's going to be activities outside and inside. There's going to be a gaming truck. If you're a kid and you love to play video games, this is for you. If you're an adult and like to play video games. So there's going to be a gaming truck outside. And again, the purpose to teach a child what you can do when you're feeling angry. We have some great jump ropers coming through to teach you how to double dutch, all this sort of stuff. We're going to have some local businesses in the area as well doing yoga. Now, we talked about the activities outside, our gaming truck. I almost forgot. We have DJ Drewski coming through on the 1s and 2s. Okay, I know that's not cool, but you know what I mean. We have DJ Drewski coming through. We also have a 360 camera, so you can take pictures while you're there. And we definitely want to give a great big shout out to the Rahway Rec Center. Also, the town of Rahway, the mayor and his staff, they're working with us to make all of this happen. I'm so excited. The best thing that I want to share, we have a special song by Tony with the Keys, who created a song for us, and we're doing a music video this day. All of this is inspired by my sonny boy, we love you, Molly Molly, to change the world. So if you want to have some fun with your family and not even have to worry about anything, it's free. Did I repeat? Free. You can't pay any more for that, right? So September 22nd, whether it rains, whether it shines, it is going down. I cannot wait. Rahway, New Jersey, if you're in Maryland, if you're in Delaware, if you're in New York, sign up. I'm going to put the link right here because it's limited space for some of the activities. Think of it like a carnival. You know when you go to a carnival and you go by and you have that activity, and you have that activity, and we're going to have a cool contest at the end. We're going to break people up into 2 groups. Adults and kids, because we're going to need some adults for this. And it's going to be sort of like a scavenger hunt race thing. So for example, you'll have one game, and then you have like a pie eating contest, and then a tug of war, just to see which team wins. Super cool, right? And to end this off beautifully, we're going to be in the gym. We're going to have a panel discussion with some of the students. We're going to have different little, not activities, little shows. So for example, the dance studio, the karate studio, the steppers, they're going to have 3 to 5 minutes to show us what they have. So if you want to come through, if you want to have some fun, again, sign up here. I am StarzTina. I'm so grateful to be bringing this event to you. I'm so grateful and thankful for everyone that's supporting me on this. And I'll see you then. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye.
Hey, happy day to you and also you. That's a little long infomercial, but you get the point of it, right? So this is your 7 a.m. cup of motivation. I'm here for you Monday and Wednesdays, Fridays on Clubhouse and BWC. I want to say welcome. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, do me a favor, subscribe, subscribe, and subscribe. Because when you come to this channel, you're going to get motivation just like this show. You're going to get inspiration just like this show. And lastly, you're going to get transformation. So I want to say grand rising, good morning to each and every one of you. Might be evening, might be good afternoon. It doesn't really matter. So on Wednesdays, lately, I've been talking about the event. It's all about the event, the one that you just saw the commercial about. And if you're just coming through, we're talking about the Kids Expo, the Kids Back to School event, the Kids Health and Wellness event. And it's all inspired by No More Traumedy. The event is Traumedy, No More for Kids. But today, my friends and family, it's all about your health and wellness. I'm reading an amazing book. We might be able to scroll it on the bottom. It is by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. And the name of the book is Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. We've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And most of us have probably read it once, twice, three, four times a lady. No, I'm joking. We've all probably read it lots of times, right? I know I've read it plenty of times. But this is a book that Dr. Dennis Kimbro wrote, and it's a black choice. And it is absolutely amazing. Every morning when I go to the gym, when I come back to the gym, it's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. I'm listening to this book. I'm just letting it ooze into my brain. And let me tell you, it is dynamic. Let's just talk about energy for a hot second, right? Energy and your vibe and your motivation and your highs and your lows. And it would be cool if we were like this. Okay, maybe it's no. For some people, it's cool to be like this all the time with your energy, right? But we're like this, we're up, we're down, kind of like the beautiful clouds in the sky. Have you ever just stood and looked up at the sky and looked at how the clouds just move, or maybe do like a time lapse of the sky and just see how slowly they're moving, but then how quickly they're moving. And then if you think about the ocean, if you ever go to the ocean and you watch the water come and go and come and go, or even walking in nature. See, these are beautiful things that I love to do, to just connect to myself. And I feel we have to do that several times, connecting to oneself, right? So when it comes to energy, it's up and it's down. And I talk about motivation all the time, but motivation is usually out here. It doesn't last too long. So there are things we have to do to stay motivated. I talked about that on Monday. And today I'm going to share 10 things that are essential if you want to stay motivated all the time. I know that sounds kind of crazy, right? It's like, girl, how can I stay motivated all the time? Like, how can I stay motivated when my kids get on my nerves? How can I stay motivated when my boyfriend gets on my nerves or when my husband gets on my nerves? It's the key. I'm going to tell you today. Now, I wish I could take credit for all these things, but I can't. These 10 tips are from the book Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Dennis Kimbro. They're absolutely amazing. And I have these notes in my phone because before I would just read and just like get in my head. Sometimes I would write it on paper. Renee, can you put the link for the event there? I'm not going to go into the tip chef, but like maybe you can just have the link there for now, because I do want you to sign up for the event. As I said, it is a free health and wellness event, but I do want you to sign up and hold your spot. Today we're talking about energy, right? Because it's health and wellness. And I was saying it'd be cool if our energy could be flat, but it doesn't really work that way. And I know how my energy flows, what makes me happy, what makes me sad. Some of the things can be a bit toxic, but that's okay, just as long as it doesn't stay there the whole time. So as I was walking the other day, I'm listening to these things, and he's talking about 10 things that you can do that are essential in your life to stay motivated all the time. And I'm like, that's not possible. Like, how can you? But it is possible, because we talked about it in our workshop on Saturday, Mindset Mastery. And if you'd like that, just scroll in the YouTube channel under events, and it's there, Mindset Mastery. This is a workshop I had this past weekend, and I gave you three areas of your life: fitness, finances, and relationships, of how you can master that mindset with your thoughts, with everything that you do. So we have 10 tips today. I'm going to jump right into them because I don't know about you, but I like to hear this sort of stuff. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on because, when you get to be a certain age, you need your glasses just a bit. Oh, boy, does it help. All right. So tip number 1. Developing the right mental attitude. We talked about this mental state, right? I remember I would always say this: your attitude it just has to be full of gratitude, right? And I was taught, however much money you want to make for that year, that's what your attitude has to be like. So if your attitude is up here, then you're going to make that much money. And for example, if your attitude is 95% great all the time, you're going to make about $95,000 for the year. That's what I was taught. I didn't make it up, right? So your attitude's good. And we'd have this cheer we do: attitude's good, attitude's good, attitude's fine, attitude's fine, attitude's great, all the time, all the time. Say a boom shaka like a boom shaka like a boom shaka like a boom. Ha! Yes, attitude has got to be good. And I have to share this. I say it all the time. When someone says, "How you doing?" and you say, "I'm fine." I don't really like that. I don't like when I hear someone say it's fine, because when you say you're fine, you're probably not that fine. You're probably just, right? So you have fine here. And then when you're feeling fine, you're feeling better, then you might say you're good, right? Hey, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But when you're good, you're really just fine. You notice I brought that down, right? Okay. How you feel? I'm great. When you're great, that's good. But when you're great, you're probably just feeling good, right? Okay, let's pump it up. How you feel? I am amazing. And when you're feeling amazing, my friends, you're probably feeling good. And it's up there, right? So that's why I always have to think about my future. That's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me excited. So that was tip number one, developing the right mental attitude. Tip number two, so important. Aspire to something greater than yourself. Develop a magnificent obsession. Write that down. Keep that there for a second, Renee. So, something greater than yourself. Everything that I do, let me tell you, it's way bigger than me. I remember when I started my modeling and talent company, at first it was just to do a little fashion show, because I wanted my daughter and her friends to be in a fashion show, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing, right? Helping other children. We had this one little girl, she was on, her, and she got us on it because she got on the show. She wanted us with her, Toddlers and Tiaras, being on that TV show with her, watching her blossom, that, and her name was Bumblebee. What else her nickname? Bumblebee was so cute. So you have to aspire for things that are greater than you, because if you're just here, then you're probably not going to do that much. I posted something the other day that I saw on Instagram, and it stated that once your mind sees something, feels something, it expands, and it can't go back to that smaller size. So once you have these ideas, they just get bigger, kind of like this event, right? At first I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little back to school event, a little dookie doo. And then Queenie came into the portion, and then it got bigger, and then Natasha, boom, and then Damaris, boom, and then Naja, boom. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. Because in order to make change, you have to develop that mindset. You have to think bigger than yourself, right? Started in Rahway, Jersey City, Union, Newark. Now we're getting outside of New Jersey, and I'm thinking of all the areas. Right now, I'm in Florida, and the curriculum for the program is going to be in Florida. It's going to be in Texas. It's just going across the United States, and next we're going to get outside the United States. So for all my Bermudian family there, for all my London, UK family there, hit me up. Let's get the Trauma No More for Kids program in your country, because we have to expand. All right, let's move on to tip number three. If you're just chiming in today, we're talking about 10 things that are essential in your life for you to have a positive, great attitude all the time. Number three, possess a futuristic outlook. Take a long view and release the past. Let me tell you, family and friends, sometimes I get kind of stuck in the past. Sometimes it's like, oh, I remember that. That is great. I have to take the memories off of Facebook. I absolutely love the memories on there, but it's a trigger for me. Do you know what a trigger is? Think of a gun. Like when you have a gun and the trigger is there to let it go, and boom, right? And usually when a gun goes off, the only reason why I can think it's a good thing for a gun, no, I can't do that. I was gonna say for food, but you can eat vegetables, right? I can't think of one reason why it's a good thing for a gun to go off. When you're shooting something from a gun, it's usually a bad thing. Just my feeling. So triggers in my mind are something that's not good. Facebook memories are triggers for me. They're good triggers, but mostly they are bad triggers, because it brings me back to the past, which was beautiful, but a lot of it is not so good, which makes me not so happy. So you have to think of that futuristic plan, right? You have to release the past, let it go. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. You only have today. So release that past and let it keep going. So that's tip number three. Possess a futuristic outlook. Number four, develop deep personal integrity and be someone you can admire, right? My girlfriend, Marquita, it's great when you have a tribe of women and men around you that really put a mirror in front of your face. Okay. And my girlfriend Marquita, she was like, well, Tina, you say blah, 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 but what about this? You're doing, and I was just like, okay, really? My daughter, well, mine. Okay, really? So be someone that you want to admire. Be someone that you want to look up to. Integrity. There was a girl on Clubhouse the other day, and she was saying how she could say a word with the letters, and I wish she could do that with the word integrity. But when I think of integrity, I think of the front of a newspaper, the front of a magazine, right? And I remember I would post something, and I'm like, should I post this? Should I post this? And someone said, if you would not put it on the front of a newspaper, you probably should not post it. Your integrity is who you are. It's what you stand for, right? And some people may get hurt by what you say or what you do, but if you're leading with your heart, if you're leading with love, I can't wrong you, right? Everyone is human. You're gonna make mistakes. You're not gonna be perfect. So lead with love and develop integrity. Tip number 5: accept total responsibility. And I always do this, right? In the past, I used to say, "Well, such and such got me mad. Well, such and such made me do this." No, only the devil. Maybe the devil made you do. I don't know, but accept responsibility. Remain in complete control at all time, especially of your feelings. Now, I'm that person. Someone said I used to go from 0 to 200. Now they say I go from 0 to 500. I do. I'm like, no, 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 maybe it's a Scorpio in me. I don't know. But do not be manipulated by people, places, things, situations. I always say 4 agreements. Like, that's so important. If you didn't read that book, that's so important. But remain in total control of your feelings and your emotions. I love Instagram, guys. Another post I saw in there, someone was saying that, when people get upset in the past, they used to get mad and scream back, but it's just like, just sit in it, right? Just get it. I'm in control. Okay, that's how you feel. I see that. And always, I'm that person. I'm going to say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Because you can see a situation, you can see two people hugging, you can see two people holding hands, and you can think they're in a relationship, you can think whatever, but you don't know they may be brother and sister, they may be long lost friends from high school. And then you're hearing things, right? And I believe a lot of people like gossip, they like to hear things that are interesting, right? I don't watch the news at all. And someone, it's so funny, someone said, Tina, do you know what happened with the president? And I was like, wow, because I don't look at it. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But make sure that you remain in complete control of your feelings by knowing what you're into. All right. Number 6, edify and affirm others. This is a great thing. Me, I don't care about that. Make other people feel good. I am that one person, like if I'm going to the drive-through, how you doing, beautiful? Hey, sexy, you look wonderful. You can always find something about someone to make them smile. And that is just my thoughts, right? I want to make everyone smile. I want to make everyone feel good. Why? Because I know what it's like when you're not in a good place. I know what it's like when you're sad, mad, angry, depressed, down, and you don't want to be there. So I want to make you smile. And I start by smiling. Yes. One, I hear all the time, oh, you have a beautiful smile, Tina. Well, thank you. It's just, I was talking to someone yesterday, like, oh my gosh, you got dimples. I got the dimples from my dad. But edify means to uplift someone, right? Tell them good things. And maybe you can't think of anything nice to say to someone because some people are pretty ugly. Some people do have ugly attitudes. Like, first of all, I'm trying to get on this TikTok tip, right? So I was on TikTok. And you guys know I have sister locks under here, and I was taking out my sister locks, and here's 3 that I actually took out. If you go to my TikTok, you'll see I'm taking out one of my sister locks. And one of the person's quotes were like, I don't know why you ladies do that. Your hair looks so dirty. Like they're just going in. And I was like, okay. I was like, God bless you. That's how I replied. And my daughter always says, like, I don't have that tongue to like be like nasty to people because I'm like, you're ugly. That's my reply. So my reply was just like, some people can be really beautiful on the outside, but really ugly on the inside. So think about that. Edify other people and affirm others. Tip number 7, if you're just coming in, today we're talking about 10 essential things you need to do to stay motivated all the time, inspired by Think and Grow Rich by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. Number 4, be grateful, not critical. All right. First of all, who do you think you are to sit there and talk about somebody? So what? They may need to get their hair done. So what? Their breath may stink. So what? Their clothes may not match. So what? Who are you to bring this person down? Right? Again, uplifting people, being grateful. When you're in a state of gratitude, just grateful for where you are, for what you have, it makes life so much simpler. And sometimes I think I'm thinking about my mother right now because she lives in Texas. And, Texas had those storms, so she didn't have electricity for a while. I think it was like a week. I don't know. And then yesterday she posted a picture where it was raining and they had no electricity, no power. And I personally think that was God's way of forcing her, because sometimes we have to be forced to do certain things, right? To be grateful. When something's taken away from you, you are so much more grateful for everything else in your life. Well, you want to complain about something? How about having no lights for a whole week? I bet you'd be real grateful for other things, right? When you're grateful for air, right? For clean running water. I don't know if any of you have ever traveled to other countries and been to the homeland of some areas. Like my daughter, she did a lot of traveling. And one time I don't know if it was Bali or what, I don't know. She's been everywhere. And she sent me pictures, and the bathroom was outside. I mean, it was beautiful. There were trees and everything, but the bathroom was literally outside. There was no running water in some place, and just to be grateful for those things. And also for your attitude and the people around you, right? I am so grateful and honored. I say this every day for my fitness community, right? Because yesterday, I'm like this with the roller coaster. And the day before yesterday, I was like that. If you go to my Instagram, because I posted a picture about my plant. I think I'm going to name her Madison number two. The sickly plant, I'm going to name her Madison number two. So the other day I was like, because if you don't know, I just moved to Florida by myself, everything. And I'm just like, I don't know, Renee, I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna leave on Saturday. I actually told her, I said, I'm gonna leave on Saturday, Renee. And my Jesus friend is so good. She's like, I support you no matter what you do. And then the next day I got up and I'm listening to this book, Think and Grow Rich by Dr. Kimbro, Black Choice. And it did something to my soul, right? It got me super grateful. And then the energy was up. So I say that to say yesterday, it was a great day yesterday. Such a wonderful day. And I don't know if I exerted so much energy. Plus, I got up at 4:30 in the morning. But throughout the day, I think I exerted so much energy. By the time it was 6:30, I was exhausted. Exhausted. So it was like 6:30. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a little nap. I'm gonna take a little nap so I can, get to going. And then it was 7 o'clock, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap. So 7 o'clock, I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up till like 1:30. And I was wide awake. I was like, hey, ready to rock and roll. I'm like, girl, you got to get up at 4:30 to teach, because I teach at 5:30. Well, I leave at 5. I'm like, girl, go back to sleep. And I could not go back to sleep. So from like 1:30, maybe from like 1:30 to 2:30, Instagram, texting this person, texting that person. I thought my daughter would be up because she's another. No one was up. I'm texting. I'm like, okay. So I just lay there, but I just was not asleep. So I did not get a good night's rest at all. I say that to say I am grateful for my fitness community. That's where this whole conversation started, because I knew we had class at 6. Now, yes, I could have put in a video and not gone to class, but I'm like, Tina, you're awake. God got you awake. Move. And it felt so good. We did legs today. We worked our thigh. The thigh is that area between your butt and your thighs. So my booty is popping right now. By the way, if you want to join the fitness community, tap into the Shooting Stars Collective. We have classes 6 days a week, mornings and days. Anyway, all right, let's get on to tip number 8. We're running out of time. Today, we're talking about the 10 things that are essential in your life to stay motivated all the time. Select friends with care. Ooh, I didn't say this. Dr. Dennis Kimbro did, not me. Because that word friends is super, super scary for me. Super scary. I'm going to put 3 things with this word friends. And Renee, if you want to put this up there, this is a word I kind of made up. It's called Framerly. Framerly. Framerly is friends, because you have people that are your friends, that you've been friends forever. And then you have associates. Associates are people you work with, people that are at the gym. You just see them here or there. And then last, you have family, right? Some of your family you don't like, some of them you love, some of them it's like whatever. So I made up this word framerly. Yes, family, family, associates. I'm sorry, friends, associates, family, framerly, and select your friends. Select them. And it's super important that you understand your tribe. You understand what you need, what you can give, right? Yesterday, I had to make a very, very hard decision for myself and for one of my clients that I truly love. But I realized I have to be 150% capable to give. And we talk about this a lot. You may hear this all the time when they say you have the cup and you want to serve. You want to serve, right? Because that's what God has put us here to serve, to change the world. And that's my thing. I think of myself as like that rock, and you throw the rock and up, and you have that ripple, right? I cause a ripple effect. But if my cup is not brewing with emotions and energy and loving stuff, I'm not going to be able to serve the world. And you don't want to serve from the cup. You want to serve from that saucer. You have a saucer and you have the cup. Let your cup runneth over, right? And I noticed my cup was starting to like get low, get low. So I had to release some things. But the great thing is I have such a wonderful community. My daughter said this to me yesterday. I was telling her some things, and she says, "Doesn't it feel great to have a wonderful community to support you? Because sometimes I may not be that person that can support you, but guess what? I can guarantee you, I know one, two, maybe three people that can support you in your business, in your finances, in your relationships, in all sorts of things. All right, let's keep it moving. We're talking about 10 things that are essential to stay motivated all the time. Number 9, do it now. Be like Nike. Stop making excuses. Get out of that bed. Come on, come on, come on. Get up, get up, get up. Yes. I know it may not feel good. Start with a little movement, right? You're here. Maybe move your head a little. Maybe you move your arm a little, and then you get it going, and then you're up. Put on some music, play your favorite playlist. If you don't have a playlist, get a playlist. Maybe you, I don't know, watch a video, but do something. Do it now. You can change your life now. You can have a better life now. You can have a better relationship now if you choose to, and if you use that mindset. That is tip number 9. Let's move on to our last tip of the day. Look for mentors. Mentors, masterminds, so important. When I think of mentors, I think of, and you don't have to have a physical mentor that you call and talk to every day. Because, if someone is a really good mentor, they probably don't have a lot of extra time and space in their life to be there for you. So for me, my mentors are Lisa Nichols. Yes, I got to actually meet her and hang out some time with her, but she ain't got time for me every single day to be saying, yo, girl, Tina, you need, no. She has a plethora of videos. She is one of my mentors. Okay, Ramon Ray, definitely one of my mentors. I don't talk to him every single day. He has his beautiful YouTube show happening. He's on Clubhouse. Who are the people that you want to be like? Who do you want to emulate? Right? All you have to do is see who they are and do what they do. Right? That's why I'm doing this 7 a.m. cup of motivation, inspired by Ramon Ray. He does it 5 days a week. I think he does it at 10 a.m. And once I get totally established, because I'm still on that surfboard, trying to like get everything stable. That's why I know you love my backdrop, right? You like all the lights back there and the TV and the books. That's what I have to visualize, right? That's what my space will look like. So look for mentors, and when you look for them, what can you give them, right? Because it's a reciprocal sort of thing. What's in it for them? Think about that all the time. So if someone says, well, Tina, I want you to be my mentor, okay, great, I get it. But how are you going to support me back? Because if I'm just giving, 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 it's just like God doesn't want it to work that way. So maybe you say, I can support you with this, I can support you with that. All right, so I'm going to run through all 10 of these right now from the tippity top. We're talking about how to be motivated all the time, 10 essential things that you need. And this is by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. Number 1, develop the right mental attitude. Number 2, aspire to something greater than yourself. Develop a magnificent obsession for it. Number 3, possess a futuristic outlook. Take a long range view and release that past. Develop deep personal integrity. Be someone you can admire. Accept total responsibility, remain in complete control of all the time, and do not be manipulated by people, places, and things. Number 6, edify and affirm others. Number 7, be grateful, not critical. Number 8, select your friends care. Number 9, do it now. Do it now. Number 10, look for mentors. Those are the 10 tips inspired by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. He wrote Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. Please go get the book. It will transform your mindset. It will transform your life. It is absolutely epic. I am StarzTina. This is your 7 a.m. cup of motivation, health and wellness Wednesdays. We're talking about things to motivate you just now, but all the Wednesdays leading up to September 22nd, I'm talking about my Health and Wellness Expo. This is a free event. As you can see, it's scrolling across the bottom. Make sure you sign up. It's going to be in Rahway, New Jersey. It is Sunday, September 22nd. It's starting at 12, but we're opening the doors at 11:30. When you enter, you're going to see all sorts of activities outside. There's going to be music playing because we have DJ Phil all the way from Jersey City. Maybe I can get him on here one morning to tell you who he is and what he does, and maybe get some music playing for us. But we're gonna have DJ. I keep saying doctor. Maybe he's gonna be a doctor one day. I don't know. DJ Phil outside playing music. We're gonna have our bouncy house. We're gonna have our gaming truck from John. We're gonna have all this stuff as you walk up. We're gonna have the food trucks out there, and then as you walk inside, you're gonna feel the ambiance. You're gonna feel the love, and you're gonna make your way into the gym. On the left side of the gym, you're gonna see all these vendors, and we do still need more vendors. I spoke to a few people yesterday, but there's gonna be 20 vendors. They're gonna have all this space over there. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. And then on the other side of the gym, we're gonna have activities. And as we open up, we're gonna have a beautiful dance flash mob. Not only are we going to have a flash mob by Made Stars there in Union, New Jersey, we're going to have an opening number by them. I'm so excited for this opening number. So you want to be there 12 o'clock when it gets started. When it gets started, that's when the activities begin. Yes. We have over 20 different activities. And these activities are going to teach children how to push through when they get anxious, when they get stressed, when they get depressed. These are the 3 things I've decided to focus on because yes, we have all sorts of emotions, but if we narrow it down some, we can make it a lot easier. So maybe a kid is depressed because their fish died. I've seen it happen to an adult, so I can only imagine to a kid. What if a kid is anxious because they can't get the combination to their locker, or maybe they're feeling stressed because there's all this stuff going on at home. These are things that happen to children every single day. And no one sits there and says, hey, this is what you can do to get over this feeling. Alrighty. So in these activities, we're going to be teaching the children how to overcome stress, anxiety, depression. And some of the things we have, Renee and my mom, they're going to be leading a table that's inspired by our book, Traumedy No More for Kids. And some of the things are teaching them how to make bracelets, or teaching them how to make those little whiny things. We're teaching them how to make slime. I definitely want to be for the slime. They're going to be making smiley face slime, and my little niece Elisa will be there as well. We're going to have jump over. So it's over 20 activities. And then inside we have specialty breakout rooms. We're going to have amazing gift bags. I always want to thank the mayor of Rahway. I always want to thank the JFK Center who's supporting us, who's sponsoring us. And we have more sponsors coming on the way. It's just getting bigger and bigger and better and better. And then to close off the event, we're going to be giving out scholarships and doing a few skits and a few little shows, like 2 to 3 minute I say shows because I can't think of the word, from the step team in Rahway, from the dance team, from karate. So it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a vibe. Pre-order your book. Thank you, that Renee. You can pre-order your book on the bottom, and when you pre-order this book, you're gonna get a Traumedy kit. Inside of this Traumedy kit are gonna be things that your child can use, again, to overcome stress, to overcome anxiety, to overcome depression. Because as parents, sometimes we're here, we're going. And I'm not saying that parents don't have time to really tap into a kid's feeling. Sometimes they just don't know how. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to communicate with. Sometimes your kids are so angry, you can't tap into them. So this is also a program that I'm doing. I did it in Rahway this year, and we're expanding even more. This September, we're going to be in the Jersey City school districts, along with the Rahway school districts. If you have a community, if you have a group, if you have a program, and you're like, hey, that sounds really good, I've got Traumedy No More for Kids program. And this is a program, it's a 4-part series that teaches children how to overcome anxiety, stress, depression. So if you'd like this program, make sure you tap into me. I would love to share it with your community. If you want to be a coach so that you can teach this program to your community, tap into me. As I said, it's the book's coming out September 22nd. I'm feeling great. I got to get to the gym now. I'm hungry. Why am I hungry? Probably because I ate at 6. And I'm just hungry. TMI, TMI. Anyway, thank you all for rolling through. Friday, make sure you join me on BWC Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. See ya. See ya.